Hello everyone, my name is Chris, welcome to my Harvey blog. Today we are going to do a much needed haul video. I have purposely not done one in a very long time, in about a month, which as a film collector, it now really brings to light how many movies I buy. It goes a long way buying a little at a time every paycheck, and after a month, you are now sitting here with 20 to 30 movies, some box sets, all that. So we're just gonna go through and just look at what I got. I guess time-wise, I'm beginning with what I got for my birthday, which was early this month. And so I'll just be going label by label, and leaving box sets for last. So let's get started. The first thing I got was one that I was going back and forth on whether to get all of them or just the first one. So I already own the third one, and that is the 4K Shout Factory Halloween. I went back and forth on this. I knew I wanted the first one, and the third one I already own on Blu-ray, and it looks good, and there's no special features, no new ones, and that goes for all of them. And so, excuse me, and that's one thing I just don't understand about Shout Factory at times, is that when they do a 4K restoration, they just release it under 4K, like that's it. It would have been nice if they had more features, but it comes with multiple commentary tracks. It's 3 discs, lots of documentaries, so I haven't dived into this yet. I did open it because I heard the disc sliding around, so hopefully it works. So that's the first thing I got. I'll just stick it over there. Oh my gosh. Ugh. The next thing I got is a Vinegar Syndrome. I got this for the not for the Spooktober season, but kind of for when I went out of town for about a week to pet sit. I got Death Promise, which is an action movie where people yell at each other, and it's absolutely cheesy and ridiculous. Leon recommended this to me, and I bought it, and I loved it. I don't remember anything from it, though, so this was a lot of fun. I've already seen it, so that's Death Promise. The next one I got is another that I've already seen and done a review on for Spooktober. It is Old Dracula. This is what Will recommended me, actually. It's all about Dracula, who is trying to get his wife to come back to the world of the living, and she becomes a soul sister from the 70s. And shenanigans ensue. And this was a really funny movie. It did drag at parts, but for the most part it was pretty funny. So that is Old Dracula. Next movie is another movie I've already seen, but I didn't do a review on just because I didn't feel like it. I do love the movie. I also hate it. It is Dan Aykroyd's Nothing But Trouble. It's a recent Shout Select release. So it's fun. It's also very frustrating, and it is bizarre how this even got greenlit by the studio, because Dan Aykroyd is a crazy man, and if you let him loose, he makes movies like this. So that is Nothing But Trouble. The next one is one I just did a review on. This is Kineto Shendo's Oni Baba. So this is now in the Criterion section that we're going through. I absolutely love this movie. The supplements are just amazing, and I have a real appreciation for this movie now. I absolutely love it. 1964, so Oni Baba. The next movie I got is another one I've seen, and I reviewed recently. It is David Cronenberg's The Brood. Got this on the flash sale also. I'm trying to round out my Cronenberg collection, especially as Daisuke Beppu goes into his Cronenberg, not walkthrough, but like Cronenberg, what's it called? the Cronenberg works, from his short films from college all the way to now. So this movie was absolutely disgusting and made me want to throw up multiple times. I was on the edge of my seat the entire time and just kept building until the end that blew me away. So go in as blind as you can when you see this. David Cronenberg's The Brood. Okay, finally, we're going to ones I haven't opened or watched yet. This is Harvey's Carnival of Souls. I've seen this movie before, but I just picked it up on Criterion. I absolutely love this movie. It's from 1962. It's all about a haunted carnival that this woman keeps seeing as she drives by, and one day she checks it out and chaos ensues. I loved it. I haven't seen it in a while. I want to rewatch it soon. But yeah, it's fun. It's a lot of fun to watch. Very atmospheric, very spooky. So yeah, Carnival of Souls. So now we're getting to more the non-horror pickups that I've done this month. Again, from Criterion. It should be noted that I guess this section of the Criterion section or haul is I got it from deepdiscounts.com, and it came out to $20 a pop. And that is really good for Criterion. Usually when Criterions go on sale, it's about $21. So I really lucked out here. So the next one I got was Kihachi Okamoto's Sword of Doom, starring Tatsuya Nakadai and Toshiro Mifune. Two legendary stars. It's more of an anti-hero story, so it's amazing. Quite bloody, actually, at times. The only issue is that there's only one special feature on here, which is the audio commentary by Stephen Price, who is an expert in Japanese cinema, and he shows up a lot in the Criterion Collection. And there's also an essay, which, you know, those must be really good for them to only have those. So that is Sword of Doom. I've seen it before, loved it. So on to the next one. My gosh, all I have to show is movies I've seen before. But this one is a Terry Gilliam. I need to round out my collection of his too. So I got one of my favorite ones. It is Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. This movie is just so insane and fun and drug-fueled. Just Johnny Depp is in it. Benicio del Toro, Tobey Maguire. What's her name? There's a woman that shows up who is just masterful, and I forgot her name. But this movie's amazing. Very hard to watch at times, but I enjoy it. So next is one that I've seen recently. I may have done a review on this, but I finally bought the chunky Criterion release of it. It is Sancho the Bailiff. This movie is absolutely amazing, and that ending just tears me to shreds every time. It's about two kids who get sold into slavery for Sancho the Bailiff, and they get separated from the mother, and they go throughout the entire movie trying to free themselves. And when they finally free themselves, one of them is dead, and the mother is living off of seaweed. It is very sad, but it's amazing, amazing movie. It's made by Kenji Mizoguchi, who, for the director of Onibaba, he was the apprentice of Mizoguchi, which was really interesting to hear because I definitely see the comparisons, or at least the similarities between Onibaba and this in terms of cinematography and structure. So I'm excited to rewatch this, but not now. I am gonna ferment a little longer on this and then watch it when I'm ready. So that is Sancho the Bailiff. And now my next one might be my most controversial one. It is a movie I actually love. It is very daring, very controversial. It is Pier Paolo Pasolini's Salo, or the 120 Days of Sodom. There's a reason why it's the most controversial movie ever. The director got killed over it or assassinated. It is insane. The special features are really good, because I actually borrowed this from a friend of mine during school way back when, and just kind of went through it because I was like, I don't know if I want to own it. And I was like, yeah, I want to own it. And I just never got it. So I finally got it. So it's in my collection now. There's many documentaries on it. Unfortunately, no commentary tracks. I think that would be a little odd, or at least uncomfortable for whoever's recording it. So that is the next haul that I got. Okay. Still on Criterion. So this is the final. No, it's not. I have many Criterions left. So this next one is another Japanese horror film. Kind of. It is Kwaidan, one of my favorites of the whole genre. It is an anthology film that's about 3 hours long, and each story is just amazing. But the one with the blind shamisen player is really good. I really enjoy that specific story, but the others are just as amazing. So, one thing I didn't know is that this is the original 3-hour cut that has never been available, so I'm really excited to finally dive back in. Okay. So this next one is one that I got for my birthday. It's one I haven't seen yet. I've been meaning to. It just seems like a very heavy film. It is The Night Porter. It is a Nazi exploitation film about two lovers who find each other after World War II, and they fall back in, I guess, the sexual antics. So it's about 2 hours long. You can see the front cover is like someone grabbing a woman's breast. So I'm excited to watch this. One day I will. It just seems really depressing and not torture porn like, but one that I feel like I need to be in the right headspace for. So okay. So this next one is one from the flash sale that I got. It is a 1922 documentary / movie. It goes back and forth. But this is Hexan from 1922. It's a recent Blu-ray remaster. I think last year they remastered it. It's a documentary basically about the parallels between mental illness that they were discovering, like schizophrenia and bipolarism and all that, and with the witches from the Middle Ages. So they try to draw upon an argument or thesis that it's not the devil that is making the witches this way. It's actually like mental illness that we know now. So it sounds really interesting. I want to watch it. It's in black and white, silent film. So gotta build out my silent film collection. So that is Hexan, or Hexan. So the next movie I got is one I've seen before. It is not the Takashi Miike edition, but it is the original Masaki Kobayashi film, Harakiri, or Death of a Samurai. This movie is absolutely amazing. And it's basically about a samurai whose entire family like just dies off, and so he goes to commit suicide at a lord's temple. And it ends up they have history together. So it is amazing. It's from 1962, another 62 film. So yeah, that is Harakiri. I can't stack anything anymore. Okay. The final Criterion. This is one that Daisuke recommended very heavily. It's one I've been wanting to discover. and kind of explore. The director is Edward Yang. He's a huge fan of him, Daisuke is, and he recommended this film, Yi Yi, which is not the longest by him, nor the shortest. It's at 3 hours. I know Brighter Summer's Day, which is Daisuke's favorite, is 4 hours, but he said not to start there and said start here, so I don't know anything about this, so I'm excited to watch it. Oh, I need to move stuff around. Oh, don't see that. You don't see that. Okay. Okay, everything's falling right now, so we'll just push those. Okay, this one I forgot to put into the Vinegar Syndrome section, but I got this because it was going out of print in terms of the slipcover, and I heard this was a legitimately great movie, and it is a porno, technically. It is Sex World. This one I've been going back and forth on doing for my Spooktober, but I think I'll visit it after. So, I don't know anything about this movie. It's like a virtual reality community where any of your sexual desires come true. And I heard it was actually a really good movie. Like, Will was telling me how when he was in school or something, he would show this movie to like feminist studies people and, you know, people who explore, you know, gender dynamics and all that, and they were like, wow, this movie is actually really, really good. So I was sold. I bought it. I bought it on 4K, so I've been waiting to watch that. So okay, so we're gonna go on to the Kino Lorbe stuff. So the first title that I got from them is The Hunchback of Notre Dame from 1923 with Lon Chaney. So this is a new 4K restoration. It's on Blu-ray though. I'm really excited for this. I've been meaning to watch it for years and years and years, but now with the announcement and release of a new 4K restoration that makes it look really, really good, I decided to jump in. There's a mini special features, audio commentaries, booklets, documentaries, home footage by Lon Chaney, all this stuff. So I'm excited to dive in to Hunchback of Notre Dame. The next movie that I got is a David Lynch movie. It's one that he completely sabotaged in terms of the release. There are no special features on this. There are subtitles, and that's it. It is Lost Highway. So the story is that Kino Lorbe got the rights to this, and for months and months and months, they were planning this release. They were going to have documentaries. They were going to have all sorts of stuff. And when they went to David Lynch, like multiple times throughout the restoration process, they were like, hey, can we buy the extras from you and get your permission to use them in this release? And he never called back. And then about a month before it came out, maybe a week, they finally were like, okay, we reached out to David Lynch multiple times and he kept ignoring us. And David Lynch was saying a bunch of shit about them, saying he wanted Criterion to have it. And so it was just a mess all around. But for the meantime, this is all we have for Blu-ray on Lost Highway. So it's really shitty, the situation. I don't blame David Lynch for it because Criterion is like the best, but he could have given them the rights to some of the special features, so it's not just subtitles that comes with this release. I mean, if you look here, it's just subtitles. There are no special features, so it's a real shame, in my opinion, that he did not at all try to work with them. Kino Lorbe, I don't blame at all. They really try to get him in it, but oh well. Now I just have Straight Story and Inland Empire, which last night someone found that when they tried to watch Inland Empire on YouTube, it got blocked. And it said that it got blocked by the rights holder, who is now Criterion. So let's hope the Criterion of Inland Empire comes out soon, and that all his short films that he made for DavidLynch.com comes out. So I'm very, very excited for that. Straight Story, I really don't want to buy from the Australian label Second Sight, I believe, or Second One, because it's like $30 for shipping, and I don't want to do that. So let's move on. So the second to last one, we're in the box sets now. This is one I was really excited for Spooktober. Still haven't watched it. Haven't had the motivation to, but it is the Yokai Monsters collection. Comes with 4 films, one of which is a Takashi Miike film. It's the limited edition, so I get the 60-page booklet. What's weird is that they packaged 3 of the movies together, the trilogy, and then they put Takashi Miike's on its own. I assume later on they're gonna just release Takashi Miike's for those who are interested. But this set is really beefy, which I love. I've had it up there, or over here, for a while, so you've probably seen it in videos, but I got it. So let's move on to the final one. This is a big one. This is one that everyone probably already knows I own, because it's been back here on the shelf. It is the Friday the 13th box set. For years, I've wanted it. For I guess 2 years since it's been out. I've wanted this, and I didn't know if they were ever going to go out of print, so I kept waiting. And finally, I just got it for my birthday, because I was like, this is great timing for Spooktober. I really want this. This is something that I've been meaning to jump in with. So far, I've only seen the first 2 now in this set, and they are just really amazing. Can't wait to go into the rest of the movies. So, okay. I think that is it. Yeah, that's it. So, thank you all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Just an update of what I've been getting the last few months, or last month. I've got a lot more pre-orders coming in. So, this isn't it. Hope to see you guys next time, and thank you for watching.